What's going on, people? It's that dude named Dave, and I am back with another video. Before we get started here, need you guys to do a few things for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below because I am on the road to 20,000 subscribers. It's a big goal, large goal, but you know what though? It's my goal, so thank you for supporting. Also, you guys can help by looking at that $ glowing below there. That's the super feature. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers, as well as the $ that dude named Dave for the Cash App there in the description box below. It goes a long way. We got to keep the lights on. Anyways, enough about me, the reason why you clicked on the video. Guys, Democrats, shills, the liberals, they are crashing out after this election. It is getting down bad. It's getting so bad, guys. I think I'm gonna be making videos like this for a long time. They are going out of their way and try to figure out, how did Donald Trump win this election? How did Kamala lose when they thought they had it in the bag? How did they blow this when Kamala had raised north of $1 billion, but somehow is now 20 million in the hole here? But what are we talking about today? They are actually out here blaming Elon Musk. So we're going to react to Tariq Nasheed. I check in him with his late night tap-ins, and he is talking to a caller who believes Elon was involved in this election here. So let's get to the video and we're going to try to make this make sense.
Let's get Halo forever.
Yep, what's up, Tariq?
How you doing?
Once again, I tell you, people you be having up here, man, are a trip. But I'd love to speak to the title. Basically, Trump supporters to me are freaking. A lot of them can't tell the difference between a mouse and an elephant.
Okay.
You guys are being led into the fire, to snakes, given. I mean, you know, it's like the big bad wolf. You know, just convincing the sheep to follow me while I play the flute, and that's what's happening right here. We see it in real time. Can't tell the difference between the truth or a lie. Donald Trump wants to stop labels as misinformation or disinformation.
Now, Halo.
That tells you a lot.
Halo
tells you a lot, brother. And you leading your own people, frogs, into a whole bunch of pack of snakes, hoping that they're gonna correct the wrongs that's going on in the pond. But yet, snakes taste, frogs all taste the same. Rather they getting deported or they stay in here. To a snake with your red or whatever these MAGA hats that you think that you're different because you're wearing a MAGA hat on being a frog.
Dude, boy, that's a horrible analogy, Halo. Halo. That analogy is horrible, brother. That's just a horrible analogy. It's the frogs being led in the pond, but the frogs got on MAGA hats and they're going to get eaten, but they think they taste good. Yeah, that wasn't a good analogy, Halo. I don't want you to babble with bad analogies. That wasn't good. It made no sense whatsoever. That made zero sense, Halo. Frogs with MAGA hats and they don't taste good and they're being let that. What?
Yeah, you think you're different from anybody else and you're not.
That wasn't a good analogy.
Like,
I'm just saying.
Man, I give the best analogies, Tariq. You know this,
wasn't really,
and it's a fact.
If it were good, nobody understood what the hell you're talking.
Well, I mean, I could explain it. I just figured he was going to mute me, so I said, hey, look, I'm going to come up here. He's going to mute me. I'm not going to get to finish my.
I just don't want you to babble, sir. We got a lot of people in here listening. People just don't want to hear nonsensical babble. That wasn't good, man. That was an analogy that don't even mean nothing. Oh, look, see, y'all, what you doing, you leading people astray. You leading your people, they're like frogs, and they get on the tadpole, and then once they get on the tadpole, they jump in the pond, and then they eat crab legs with MAGA hats on them, and they got a crab leg bib on, and that bib leg chokes them. That's what voting for Trump is. It's choking them with a crab leg bib on a frog with a MAGA hat. Okay, okay. You're just saying stuff, brother. I don't want you to just call.
Well, let me give you a better analogy about this, what you're doing, right?
Okay.
You be like, oh, master, please don't let these tethers get in front of me. I deserve to get some type of reparations for contributions that I've made. Don't let them. They're horrible. They're horrible people. They look brown like me, but they ain't me. Please give it to me first. don't want you. They don't want you. They don't respect you. They will never give reparations if you trust these people. It's just a fact. So stop trying to act like you jump in the line. And look, black people deserve reparations, but they don't respect. They rather give to immigrants because they are less threatening to their cause. Okay, and you're hoping, oh master, please help me. Please give it to me first. I deserve it. Stop begging. This y'all start your own business companies or whatever.
So where did you start in your failed homeland? Where did you start there?
Every time I come up here, you tell me I'm from somewhere else.
Because you are. This is Tether talk. This is Tether talk. Nobody disrespect their own lineage because
Tariq,
that's Tether talk, sir. You are a full Tether. You're not a foundational Black American. Halo, you are a Tether, sir. This is Tether talk. Nobody's going to disrespect their own lineage talking about begging. Our reparations claim is a debt that is owed. Our lineage and our ancestors suffered for free, and there's a debt that needs to be paid. A foundational Black American would not denigrate those people like you just did. You're not from the lineage. That's why you could denigrate.
I am, and no kidding, Sherlock. We all know that we deserve reparations, but stop
bussy popping for Kamala Harris. Why are you bussy popping for Kamala Harris so hard? That's what you're doing. You're bussy popping.
That's a new one. That's a new one. I never heard. You said bushy pop.
Why are you twerking for the Democrats? Why do you think your girl got washed the way she did, Halo?
Because Elon Musk cheated. That's what happened.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Absolutely. Absolutely, he cheated.
How?
Starlink over swing states. The data was being transferred, and the guy doubled it. That's why it makes no sense for them to get all three branches of government. This was an overkill. You honestly think he was that good? Honestly.
Yeah.
No. They cheated.
Elon Musk cheated?
Yes, of course. That's why he said, "Oh man, if Kamala wins, I'm going to jail. I'm messed up." He said that himself. It was a reason. This is why he came in a few months ago. But you ain't gonna believe me.
How did he cheat? Now he did what? How did he cheat? You didn't even explain.
Listen.
So wait, hold on.
I'm not
So did he get the frogs on the lily pad and the frogs were in Teslas? How did he cheat? Just you're not making none of this make sense.
It doesn't, but Kamala Harris is actually contesting the election. Now that was reported today. But
got washed. She got washed.
She didn't get washed.
She what?
She didn't get washed. She did. I mean, listen, man, this guy.
What are you smoking?
You trust a fraudster. This man had 34 convictions. Everybody around him has been to jail for fraud.
Kamala Harris got washed in the election. She lost the popular vote too. This is documented. Are you in denial of that, Halo?
So Elon Musk has been talking to, and you can fact check me. Anybody can fact check me. Elon Musk has been talking to Putin since 2022, right? And they were talking even during the election. How did Elon Musk know that the election 4 hours before it was called that Trump was going to win these states or cities, and the stuff wasn't even in. All the votes wasn't even in.
I can tell you.
Please tell me, because the government don't even know that. But go ahead.
There were frogs driving Teslas who drove to Russia and told Putin. That's how.
Well, there you go, buddy.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Halo. Get off my phone. God damn it. Lord.
All right, guys. That's the end of that call there. We had to play that. I normally like to give my commentary, but I couldn't interject. I had to let that cook for a second. Did you hear that caller here? They're already coming out with the blame game saying, Elon Musk, there's no way they could have got the House and the Senate. There's no way that they could have got these votes. Trump isn't that good. Elon had to cheat it. This is what they're resorting to, right? But it's ironic that when Donald Trump has one of the richest men in the world supporting him, then that means that the Republicans and the GOP cheated. But for 3 of the last 4 elections here, didn't the Democrats have Oprah Winfrey, who is arguably also one of the richest entertainers in the world. Also, they have the Hollywood elite, all these millionaires and billionaires behind them. So when Barack Obama won those 2 elections, and then when Joe Biden won 4 years ago, can we say that Oprah and the million and billionaires, did they cheat for the Democrats? Because there's no way that they could have got all these regular people to vote for Democrats because they're billionaires and millionaires. This is what we're dealing with here. And also, you can tell by this caller where he's from here when, like Tariq Nasheed said, anybody that is denigrating their own community, they're not doing that. This man is not an FBA brother here. He is not part of our class. He is part of the Tether class that probably him and his family migrated from another country. Because one thing a person's not going to do about being strong about their lineage, strong about their culture, is they're going to big up it and they're going to embrace it. As far as reparations, it is not begging. It is a debt owed. Let me get this straight here. You go work at your job, and let's say certain people understand when you have jobs, and they might be like a 1 or 2 week carryover. So you're not really getting paid in real time. You quit your job or you get laid off, you have 1 week's back pay because they still held over because they're back a week or two, 1 or 2 weeks. So when you are no longer in that job, does it mean that that job shouldn't give you that 1 week back pay because of the time you started? Or you should just say, stop begging for your money, black people. I know you worked that week or two, but you just begging for a handout. No, that company owes you a debt. You worked and then you put in the hours and they're supposed to pay for that. That is what we're talking about with reparations here. It is a debt that our ancestors, our lineage, the people before us who were here in this country, who helped build this country, who was not paid and compensated, who was dealing with slavery. Other groups have received reparations, but for some reason, when it comes to us, we are begging, we are crying, but that's when you know they're not FBA and standing on business and standing 10 toes down here. But I want to open up the conversation because what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about this caller here. What do you think that? Do you think that Elon Musk had a hand in the election? Do you think because of him and Twitter and his satellites that he rigged the election? Or this is just more people on the Democrat side, liberals, who are just crying and crying because they can't look in the mirror to see how they lost this election? Because what we're all seeing here is that side went too far to the left and they need to bring it on back to the middle. But hey, on that note, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.